Hiya, good morning. It's been raining all day, so I've just about managed to get out to do the video that I promised on the Wedge-Mouthed, Gabon Ebony and Boxwood smoother that I made recently. Somebody said I'd like to have a video of it in action. So just a quick explanation as to how it evolved. Richard Arnold gave me this beautiful, much larger as you can see, prototype from way back, probably in the 1800s, and it's unusual to see a smoother with a wedged mouth. Now the wedge comes down into the mouth area, and the idea is that as the sole wears, you can tap the wedge down and then trim it off, and you close back the mouth again. This isn't set, so normally it will be up flush. So that's the idea, and it's an excellent idea, but you don't see many of them because I suppose they're quite a lot more expensive to make and a lot more difficult to make. But once you've got one, it basically lasts forever. And this is beautiful, thanks Richard. Also, at the same auction where Richard gave me this at David Stanley, I got this beautiful little Boxwood smoother, which is made by John Jacob Holtzapfel of London, around about the same time, and this is just stunning. It's a beautiful size and really classy maker, the top-notch maker of gents tools in London. So the idea was to merge the, I call it the DNA of the two examples here together and create a third one, which is how this one evolved, and I think it's come out pretty well. So we'll just, it's my theme to go. I actually spend a lot of time slowly making tools, and it takes up a vast amount of labor. So my concept is that if you're going to do that, then spend a little bit of money on a little bit more exotic woods, and the final result, if it comes out okay, is worth the labour and the effort that goes into it. And this is Boxwood and African Ebony, which you can't get now. It's a CITES species, but there is some old stock pre-CITES ban on it down at Timberline, and Bob gave me some of this. It is not cheap. So, but as I say, once you've made it, you've got yourself a tool that's going to last the test of time. It follows on from the theme that I started when I made the Razy, which is my favourite jack shape, out of all ebony and boxwood handles. So it's a kind of mirror image of those two. But again, I think most of my tools are going to be made that way. I found a piece of old mahogany here, I think it is. This is got grain going in all directions. If you've ever tried to plane mahogany, you will end up with a smooth layer, and then another reversing grain layer, and then another smooth layer, and then another, and it's an almost impossible task. So the fact that this is quite a high pitch at 55 degrees, and also the fact that it's got very tight mouth, that you can't really see the light through it. It will just pass a very fine shaving. So this is always set very fine. You can obviously modify it if you wanted to. Just take the wedge out at the front and trim it down a little bit, open the mouth up if you wanted it. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but anyway, here we go. So this is just a slow pass on this mahogany, and it's wafer thin, consistent, transparent shavings. Now people say, well, it's not the shavings that matter, it's the wood surface. But in my opinion, I can look at shavings. If you come down a bit, James, and just look at the surface of this, if you can get it into focus, it is absolutely, in both directions, it is absolutely smooth as a baby's bum. There's none of that furriness that you associate with when you plane mahogany, and that is the reason why this plane is so powerful. It is a beautiful design, and there's an added benefit. There you go, there's a one clean shaving, as you can see. Added benefit, this is a fantastic thumb hold, which gives you something to increase the forward movement when you're planing with a smoother without a handle on the back. So there you go, that's it in action. It does perform as good as it looks, if I say so myself, and I'm really pleased with it. There's obviously, you always find things that you don't like about something that you've made, but it's forward of what I made the last time. I think it's an improvement, and the boxwood that I managed to cut it from, I knew it was going to be good, but it is just absolute, and it will mature so beautifully. So there you go, the Gabon, Ebony and Boxwood Wedge-Mouthed smoothing plane. Oh, and now we've got Alfie here as well. Come here, you. Everybody wants to only come on this video to see you, haven't they? Did you like that? Come up here then. Come and see it. See? Yeah. Say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye, Alfie. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.